Hello and welcome to another Doctor Who video here on my channel. In today's video we're doing something slightly different. I'm actually going to be customizing. Yeah, that's right, I said customizing. I'm absolutely terrible usually at doing this. Hopefully this turns out okay. I am going to be customizing this Dalek here. This is a Dalek from the brand new wave of Daleks that we've been receiving, which is known as History of the Daleks, and this is indeed History of the Daleks Set 1. For this Dalek customization I will be using this very Dalek, which is the Mark 1 Dalek, as you can see there, from History of the Daleks Set 1 from the story The Dead Planet. What I'm going to be doing is turning this Dalek, hopefully, into the Dalek scene in the front cover of the Mutations of Time, and I'll put an image up here to show you exactly what I mean by that, because you may not have known about that Dalek before this video. It's a Dalek that I've always admired, and I love red, so that's really the reason I'm doing it. Obviously I've got a red background in my videos now, and funnily enough, I'm even wearing a red t-shirt. I'm obsessed by the colour red. So I'm hoping to do this in a way where it becomes as kind of pristine condition as possible. I'm terrible at painting, so I've opted to use spray paint for a start, because then you don't have to use a paintbrush, and you may be wondering, how on earth am I going to get those hemispheres to remain the same colour? Well, I will be using blue tack. Yeah, I know, it's going to take me absolutely ages to do it, but I'm going to cover each and every single one of the hemispheres here in blue tack, and then I'll be able to spray paint the Dalek. Of course, I will have to take the Dalek apart using my trusty sonic screwdriver here. And it's very easy and simple to do. There's loads of tutorials on YouTube, but basically start at the bottom, unscrew the screws, and you can work your way up, and you can basically take the Dalek apart completely. So we're going to skip ahead now to the next part of this video, where I'll be showcasing the Dalek covered in blue tack, and I'm hoping it's not going to take too long to actually go ahead and do. I've set aside some time to do it, so yeah, wish me luck for the next part of this video. Hopefully the hemispheres are all going to be covered in blue tack. Let's take a look. So as you can see here, I've taken the Dalek to bits. I've unscrewed pretty much every single part of the Dalek that there is to unscrew. And what I've done is I've decided to leave the Dalek's two halves together, so I haven't unscrewed and taken off the two hemispheres that are removable, because I always end up scratching those, and I really want to have the hemispheres in as good condition as possible, which is why I've gone ahead and I've masked every single damn hemisphere with blue tack. And if I just show you a little closer up, here it is all the way around. Now this has taken between 2 and 2.5 hours to do. It has been painstakingly painful, but I'm kind of happy with the result so far. Of course, I'm now going to go ahead and spray this Dalek red, and I'm going to be covering the whole entire body section here, the skirt, in red, and the hope is once it's dried I can take off the blue tack and still have my original blue coloured hemispheres, and then I will have the Mutations in Time Dalek. That's the plan. I really hope it works. Now I would go ahead and film me actually spray painting the Dalek, but I'm not going to do that because one, I will make a mess and paint will go everywhere, and two, I'm not very good at spray painting anyway, and knowing I'm recording it will just add on even more pressure. So hopefully the next part of this video, which obviously I haven't recorded yet and I'll be recording once the paint is dried, hopefully you'll see a really impressive paint job. So fingers crossed, wish me luck, and I will see you in the next part of this video. Now of course I'll also be spray painting the Dalek's dome red as well, and to achieve this effect I wanted to take it apart as much as I possibly could. Now I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to remove the eye stalk like I have, and I'm very happy to say that you can. So there is actually a tiny little metal pin or rod that goes through the eye stalk, which would then obviously stop the eye from falling out. So you can remove that very easily, which then basically gives you the dome absolutely free of any eye stalk, so you can go ahead and spray it. The only thing you cannot remove without breaking is of course the lights, so I will be covering those in blue tack as well. And yeah, wish me luck. I'm going to go ahead and spray paint my Dalek red. And of course, if any of you are aware of the Dalek that I'm talking about, the Dalek actually features the slats not seen on the Dead Planet Dalek, so I will be pinching some slats from one of these Daleks here. They're the slats I'm talking about from the Chase Dalek. So try and make this Dalek as accurate as I possibly can. So just thought I would kind of mention that as well. Okay, so it is actually a couple of days since the last part of this video you just saw, because I gave it 2 coats of paint, and in between coats I literally left it for like 24 hours because, well, I'm a complete noob when it comes to customizing and painting things, so I really wanted to make sure after all that effort and time I'd spent blue tacking the damn thing, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't gonna, you know, mess up at the last moment. So here we have the Dalek covered in red spray paint. Again, I don't know if I've probably used the right paint, the wrong paint. I don't really know. I'm a bit of a bodge job. And we've also got the dome here, which obviously I had to blue tack the dome lights and spray that red as well. So I'm now going to hopefully reveal to you all the hemispheres, hopefully being completely intact and still blue. And here we go, live on camera. Wish me luck. If this goes wrong, I will probably scream. So I'm going to just go ahead and lift up the Dalek, and I'm going to choose to take off this hemisphere, or this blue tack off this hemisphere right here, right now. So it's very, very sticky and horrible, obviously, as you would expect. And as you can see there, I've got paint, I've got blue tack stuck on my finger. Don't worry, I'm not going to record myself taking every single hemisphere, all the blue tack off every single hemisphere, because we'll be here all day. And in fact, even just doing one is proving to be quite difficult on camera, but I'll do the best I can, and then hopefully we'll flash forward and see the results. I'm literally going to go out on a limb here and say customizing this Dalek has taken the best part of a week at this point, which is crazy. Oh, and I've also discovered that I did actually use the wrong Dalek. I was supposed to be using the Dalek with the slats. I don't think I'm going to be able to get slats on this Dalek, so yeah, all this effort and it's not even going to be accurate, which is just, well, the story of my life. But do you know what? It's looking good. I'm going to cut right here and I'll be back to you when I've taken all this horrible blue tack off. Okay, and there we go. I have finished this custom, and I'm not going to lie, I don't think I'll be doing that again. It took absolutely ages to get the blue tack off, and as you can see, this blue tack's going to go in the bin because it's covered in red paints. I also had problems with the brown parcel tape that was round there because it all started coming off in the wrong place. I'm kind of happy with how the heads turned out. I think the dome is quite nice. It's a nice red, but you've probably noticed when I was pulling off some of the blue tack, it hasn't necessarily covered everywhere that I wanted it to cover. I mean, if you look at it from a distance, maybe cross your eyes as well, it looks pretty awesome. But on close inspection, you can see there's all sorts of bits that have missed. Yes, I could go over it with some paint perhaps, but that kind of defeats the object of not having to paint at all and just use spray paint. But like I say, from a distance, it isn't too bad. If I change the lighting there, you can kind of see some of the differences. I mean, I'm overly quite happy with it. Like I say, from a distance, it doesn't look too bad. I'm really, really, really annoyed that I actually used the wrong Dalek. It's my own stupid fault. I should have used a Chase Dalek, one with the slats. Of course, I used a Dead Planet Dalek, and I don't think you can get the slats over what's already there. So it's yeah. Whoops. I did actually think about just sawing off and just having a bottom bit and then attaching it to another Dalek, but that means destroying 2 Daleks just for one custom, and because the hemispheres aren't perfect anyway, I ain't gonna bother. So, I hope you've enjoyed this customizing video. Like I said, I will not be as tempting to do this again, I don't think, but having said that, I do want to get a Gold Supreme Dalek from the Dalek Collector set number 2 and literally just spray the black parts here gold. I think that will make it look a bit better. So if you've enjoyed this video and like to see more like this, then comment down below, give me a thumbs up. Perhaps if this video goes ahead and gets over 25 likes, I will customize another Dalek. We'll give it a go. So thank you ever so much for watching, and I will see you all again very soon. Thank you to all my Patreons as well, and take care of yourselves. I will see you all again very, very soon for another Doctor Who video. Goodbye for now.